Coming up now in your wrestling news rundown, Cora Jade was injured at an NXT house show over the weekend. We've got an update on her condition. We've also got news on CM Punk's upcoming schedule in WWE. And Hulk Hogan rescued the driver of a flipped over vehicle in Clearwater, Florida. All that and more coming up now. All right, and some unfortunate news for Cora Jade and her fans today. So she was injured on Saturday at an NXT house show. She was wrestling Lyra Valkyria, and her match had to be stopped early when she started favoring her leg, and there were medical personnel on hand tending to her in the ring. Well, unfortunately for her, the diagnosis is in, and here is Dave Meltzer on Twitter writing that the Cora Jade knee injury from the weekend house show we talked about on the show last night is an ACL tear. And that is pretty unfortunate for Cora Jade, as typical recovery from that injury can take between 6 and 9 months. So it's going to be a while before fans see Cora Jade again. All right. So Kazuchika Okada returned to TNA Wrestling for the first time since 2011 last night. No spoilers, but he took part in the promotion's television tapings in Las Vegas from the Palms Casino one night after the TNA Hard to Kill pay-per-view. Kind of funny. Okada cut a promo after the show was over, talking a little bit about how he always gets asked why he hates TNA. And here's what he responded, and this was posted to Twitter by Joel Pearl of Fightful.
Thank you. Many people ask me why you hate TNA. But I don't hate TNA. Thank you, TNA. TNA made me not rainmaker, but good thing for me. Thank you, TNA. Thank you, everyone.
Okay, a little bit more news concerning Kazuchika Okada. Of course, he was in the United States for shows on Saturday and Sunday. On Friday, reports came out that he had filed to trademark the term Rainmaker, of course, the name of his finishing move, with the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office. And that Okada is filing trademarks in the United States comes on the heels of a Sports Illustrated article that came out last month, which, as you can see up on your screen, it says the title of Kazuchika Okada set to become free agent in 2024. And in this article, somewhere, it says that he is seriously considering the idea of signing with a promotion other than New Japan Pro Wrestling. So this would be either WWE or AEW. And so, I mean, Kazuchika Okada, one of the biggest name in New Japan Pro Wrestling over the last at least 10 years since Hiroshi Tanahashi was in his prime. So, yeah, I think a lot of people are taking this as a sign that Kazuchika Okada possibly signing with WWE or AEW is very much on the table. Moving on to a story concerning Chris Jericho. So up on your screen right now is the picture of something that was posted by Brian Last to Twitter. So Brian Last is the co-host of Jim Cornette's podcast. So according to him, somebody sent this flyer to him, somebody who is working at the Chartway Arena in wherever Collision was this week, in Norfolk, Virginia, I want to say. And so it included this picture here of what is not permitted. And it's got a sign policy here that reads signs are permitted. No profanity, graphic images, oversized, derogatory signs, no blank signs, and also no signs mentioning Kylie Ray, Chris Jericho in a negative light, Chris Jericho and Kylie Ray. So that was being spread around by Brian Last. However, the former owner of Wrestling Inc., the website, he posted to Twitter that he reached out to people in AEW, and the word I got was that this is fake. So Brian Last is being accused of sending out a fake thing from the Chartway Arena saying that there were no signs or that signs concerning Chris Jericho and Kylie Ray were to be confiscated. Chris Jericho returned to Twitter earlier today as well. He wrote, "You can't soar with the eagles if you surround yourself with turkeys." He felt so confident in this statement, he has it pinned to the top of his page. No clue what he is trying to say. All right, we got a story about Hulk Hogan here. So TMZ reported on Monday morning that Hulk Hogan is being hailed as something of a good Samaritan. They reported today that last night, Hogan, his new wife Sky Daly, and their friend, an ex-Marine named Jake, were driving on a highway in Clearwater, Florida, when they witnessed an accident. What they reportedly saw was a car swerving erratically to try and get to try and make their exit. And while they were doing so, they clipped another vehicle. That vehicle, the clipped one, then flipped over. Hogan stopped the car immediately. Him and Jake ran out to provide assistance. The driver of the vehicle that had been flipped over was a 17-year-old girl who was said to have been fairly rattled by everything that happened, but is okay. She was unscathed from the accident, which, if you're looking at some of these pictures here, seems amazing that she was able to walk away from this okay. So what TMZ's sources are saying is that Hogan and Jake ran out to the flipped vehicle. Jake then popped the airbag, the driver's side airbag, and they both helped the woman to safety. All right, a little bit of CM Punk news here. So, over the weekend, WWE confirmed that CM Punk will be in Perth, Australia for February's Elimination Chamber. Of course, that's going to be a huge stadium show for the company. Just another little note on the Elimination Chamber. There had been some rumors out there that maybe we would see Rock versus Roman Reigns on that show. However, it is now being said that Roman Reigns is not going to be on the Elimination Chamber show. He's not going to be in Perth, Australia. The next big shows for him, he'll be at the Royal Rumble, he'll be at WrestleMania, and there's always a Saudi Arabia show sort of in April and May, so he'll be at that as well. So CM Punk at the Elimination Chamber, Roman Reigns not at the Elimination Chamber. And last thing for this video tonight, WWE Raw takes place from the Simmons Bank Arena in North Little Rock, Arkansas. Not looking like they're going to have a big crowd tonight. WrestleTix has 5,709 tickets being distributed to the event. That's much lower than WWE has been doing as of late. Of course, it's MLK Day in the United States today. There's also the NFL playoffs. The NFL playoffs in particular are going to cause a lot of problems for WWE Raw's rating this week, but let's see what they have lined up for the show. All right, so we got Intercontinental Champion Gunther is going to be returning to Raw tonight. He's been away for a little while as he welcomed the birth of his first child along with his partner, the former Ginny in NXT UK. They welcomed their first child recently, so that's where Gunther's been. He'll be back tonight. Also on the show tonight, we've got Judgment Day members Dirty Dominic Mysterio and JD McDonough taking on Team DIY, Tommaso Ciampa and Johnny Gargano. Both of those teams looking to move up in the tag team ranks. Also in the tag team division on Raw tonight, we got a non-title match with the champions Finn Balor and Damian Priest of Judgment Day taking on the Awesome Truth, Miz and R-Truth. And if you remember, Miz and R-Truth wrestled Dominic and JD McDonough the other day, and R-Truth, or the other week, excuse me, and R-Truth seemed to have a lot of problems understanding that he was not on the Judgment Day team. So we'll see what happens with that tonight. But R-Truth fairly convinced he's a member of the faction. And of course, the big match tonight for the World Heavyweight Championship. Seth Rollins defends against the former WWE Champion Jinder Mahal. Don't hinder Jinder tonight from Arkansas on Raw. And that's it for this video, everyone. You're now completely up to date with everything that's making headlines in the world of professional wrestling on Monday. We'll see you again. Don't forget to subscribe and click the like button. Thank you again.